Sims movie. Who they got directing this thing? Director of... Are you kidding me? Yeah, that Loki joke was pretty much the only reason I decided to make this video, which I know I'm about a day late on. I've already seen like 30 other posts on this matter. But before I even talk about the movie, I want to first discuss Sims 5 being essentially delayed or canceled indefinitely. To be completely honest, I didn't even think Sims 5 was a possibility at this point. I mean, it's been 10 years since the launch of Sims 4, which is the biggest gap in their series history. I figured with the amount of expansions and add-ons that they've added over the years and are continuing to add, there would be absolutely no reason to even make another game. Like, just use Sims 4 as the template and just keep building onto that for forever, I guess. Let's also not forget the amount of money that some people have invested in this game. To buy all the content that EA has released for this game, you would have to spend over $1,000 if the packs are at full price, which is absolutely insane, and I can't think of any other game that can get people to invest that amount of money into their game. What's even more insane is the fact that I own almost every single expansion and add-on that EA has ever made, and I haven't spent a single dime. No. I didn't steal the packs. Don't arrest me, EA. I use my wife's account, and she shares that account with 4 of her sisters. So over the years, they've all bought all the packs together. So I'm just over here mooching off of them. Thanks, guys, by the way. Now, even though there isn't going to be a Sims 5, there's of course Project Renee. That's what it's called, right? Which is a standalone multiplayer experience that is going to incorporate user-created content, which is pretty cool because, as we all know, modding has been a huge part of The Sims for a long time now. The only difference is now these aren't going to be considered mods, they're going to be officially part of the game, so of course that means they can charge you for them now. But of course, Sims players are used to having to fork over money if they want to have anything cool in The Sims, so this probably isn't shocking news. I do know select people are going to be given access to playtest this project in the next couple months. I'm not sure the exact dates. Obviously, I'm too small of a channel to get access to that, but I'm sure there will be plenty of people that will post updates on their experience with playing it. I don't really know if they're going to be allowed to show like footage of it. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now let's talk about that movie. I have to admit, I don't really see the point. Mostly because The Sims does not have a set plot. You make your own plot by just playing the game however you feel like playing. The Sims is a game where the player controls the story, and everyone's story is completely different. Now, I'm sure they can make a pretty funny movie with all the ridiculousness that The Sims has, but I feel like they're gonna have to make this movie a very certain way in order for it to be classified as a Sims movie. And since the same studio that made the movie Barbie is going to be behind this movie, I think I could probably kind of predict how I think this movie might go. Here's my prediction. I guess we'll see how accurate it is. I see this movie starting with a happy-go-lucky character who's just living her best life. As time goes on, she'll begin to start noticing things are kind of weird, out of place in her world, and then she'll slowly start to realize that, oh, I'm just living in a simulation. After all, the Sims know full well that they're living in a simulation. That's why they're always waving at you when they have to go pee or something, because, you know, they need someone to boss them around. That's just the best premise I could kind of come up with in order for there to be much meaning behind this movie, because if they're fully aware the whole time that they're Sims, I guess I don't understand like what the twist or like what the plot point is going to be. If they're all just like chilling there, they're like, oh, I'm just in a simulation. Who cares if I drown in the pool or get caught on fire cooking a grilled cheese? Also, I feel like if they don't acknowledge the fact that the Sims are being controlled by human players, then the movie really has no reason to exist, because that's what makes it a Sims movie. The reason I kind of came up with this prediction is because the fact that the same studio that made Barbie is making this movie, that's kind of similar to the plot of that movie. Also, if you've seen the movie Free Guy, there's a similar type of scenario that happens in that movie that I could kind of see them incorporating into this movie. Or I could be completely wrong and they somehow make something incredibly awesome. I guess it's just such a weird premise to me. I guess I can't really imagine too much of what they're gonna do. But regardless of all that, if they need actors, then you can count me in. EA, I'll send you my acting reel just in case. Alright, that's my quick 2 cents on the Sims news. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm very curious to see what the general consensus is on these 2 announcements. If you're new here, check out my Rags to Riches series if you want to see an absolute amateur attempt to play The Sims. I'll have the playlist linked in my description. I'll also have my Discord linked down below if you want to discuss more Sims topics. That's all for me today. Everyone have a good one, and I will see you all in the next video.